That's it, boys. She is alive. The CA lives to see another day. Hopefully another couple more years. I am so stoked. I am so excited. If you guys watched my last upload, you'll have an understanding of my entire situation with my CA. So I really won't explain it in this video. Just long story short, I ended up swapping out heads, doing cams, and a couple other things. And as you guys can see, she is alive. So let me run you guys through kind of the entire fiasco and what all happened. So I'll start off with external wastegate. I ended up replacing that guy. That is a Turbo Smart 38 mil external wastegate. Got that guy plumbed up here. As you can see, the turbo is back on. Everything is plumbed. I went ahead and ran my intercooling piping. As you can see, comes off here on the bottom of the turbo. And then I drilled a 2.5 inch hole here past the intercooling piping down and through. And right now it's just a rough mock-up because I haven't plumbed my intercooler, because I'm probably going to run a smaller intercooler and tuck it in here behind the headlight bracing. But it comes back in through, and then through that hole there, you guys can see, and comes up right into the throttle body. So that's it. We've got a runner and soon to be driver. Picked up a clip line, so we're gonna get this guy installed this week. And then, like I said in the last upload, I am waiting on brakes and transmission fluid. Got to put some transmission fluid in there, hook up the drive shaft and the axle shafts. You guys can see them laying over there. And then yeah, get the brakes on there, and we should be able to take her, or at least move her on her own weight. A few things that are going to be happening in the time being, since I did get those cams and a few things upgraded for the CA, I'm going to send out my ECU back to Martin at RS Enthalpy to update my Nistune base map, so that way all of my new parts and stuff can be on there. And honestly, guys, that's really it. Once I get that squared away and we can get the car moving on its own weight, under its own weight, or under its own power, put a suspension on it, take it to the alignment shop, get an alignment, and then see what we can do about getting her down to the Tampa area, so that way Mr. Martin can work his magic on there, and we'll throw in the dyno and see what kind of power we can make out of her, and yeah, see what we can do. So I am super excited. It's been kind of a headache. I didn't want to bore you guys and keep just running my mouth about nonsense, and they're not excuses. It's what I was doing, is my legitimate process to you know, getting my engine together and getting the car going. But it definitely did get drug on, and work wasn't making it any better. So real quick, I ran into a few things. First being my Z32 sensor, the map sensor there. Everyone told me this would be the biggest waste of money. This would be trash, this wouldn't work, and everyone was right. That thing gave me so much grief during the first probably 3-4 days that I was trying to get this thing started and running. I could get it to fire over. I'll put it in the video real quick of its first official start. I got it to fire over and I got it to run, and obviously it was running like crap. It was missing, and plugging and unplugging the map sensor didn't do anything to it. So as you guys can see, I've got this OEM Z32 map, and this was the little filter or blow through screen that I got for it, or came with it, but it's just rough wired up right now, and that gave me a huge headache. And then my cam angle sensor, this is one over here, is from the gold CA, the original CA that I've always owned, and this one's from my buddy Matt's, and for the life of me, I could not get it spark on 1 and 4. Spin the cast by hand, you can hear the injectors clicking, and I would only see spark on 2 and 3. Swapped out the cast sensor, or cam angle sensor, excuse me, dropped her in there, bumped it over, immediately got spark on all 4, And yeah, what you guys just saw was my first official startup on the new cam angle sensor, and we know she's legit. She's ready to rock and roll. So now it's just on me and the waiting game, getting my transmission fluid in there, getting the brakes plumbed and installed on the rear, getting rotors for the front, and the 240SX should be moving on her own. Alright, as far as the engine goes, you guys can see I'm back here in the rear of the car. I've got to go through the taillight harness and finish cleaning all of that up, and so that way I can get functional taillights. And then up front, I've got to go through the rest of the wiring harness, just where I've got some of this stuff. It's actually not even that harness, it's this harness over here. This harness, I've got to go back through and I've got to finish soldering and then shrink wrapping those wiring, so I can get that done, so that way we can get power to my headlights. I'm working on having a buddy of mine help me with my CAD design for my headlight bracket, so that way I can manufacture another headlight bracket with the small little tab, so that way I can put the center garnish on there. And as far as the interior goes, my mint dashboard will be going in there once I get all of this wiring cleaned up. This is all of my fuse boxes. This one wasn't down here, this one was actually hanging up right here, but I was chasing all my no spark problems, and yeah, I had popped off the zip tie. But yeah, you guys can see, just got some wiring to clean up, but that makes me so happy. So freaking happy. So yeah, guys, that's about that. I know it's been kind of a waiting game for the CA. I want to go freaking drifting. I don't actually. Yes, I want to go drifting, but I just want to drive this car. I just want to be able to back it out, whether it has windows, whether it has paint, looking the way it is. I just want to back it out and drive it down my freaking road and drive it back and put it in the garage and be like, oh, finally, dude. Because what seems like it's probably about 2 years now, or a year and a half, a little bit. It seems like 2 years that I've had this car, but I don't think we're there just yet. We've got a couple more months before I hit the 2-year point, but it's been ongoing, and I did not want to be a 240 owner that had a 240 that just sat in the garage or on jack stands or didn't work. And I know I've been very, very picky about mine. Like the whole rear end, the whole front end, everything's got brand new bushings, got brand new arms. I know that I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing it the right way the first time, so that way I don't have to come back and deal with any of this nonsense later on. I really want to get it into paint, and that's going to be the, like, I wouldn't say the last thing, but the second to last before I start doing a kit and all that stuff, because I want to get the car tuned and I want to be able to go out and enjoy it. So I just wanted to bring you guys this update. I know it's me talking a lot, but you guys did get to hear the CA fire up, so that's a plus. And we're just, you know, bumping along one step at a time here. Once we get that moving under its own power, we will continue to you know, get her set up to go out and take her to the track after the dyno day and all that good stuff. And once she's moving and driving, then we'll turn our attention to the good old 4B. We'll end up taking this guy apart, pulling the head off of it, sending the bottom end down to machine, figuring out what I need to do about getting that guy back into service. Once we get that all squared away, we get the entire long block back together and get a good functional pump on it, we're without a doubt gonna fire that freaking thing up on the stand or on a spare tire. Whatever we gotta do, I'm gonna make that sucker run right here. If anybody has a gas model 2500 Dodge with a V10 and an NV4500, holler at your boy, because I would totally snag that up from you. If the gas truck is a quad cab short box, that would be even better, because I need a bed. I'll rob the bed off of it. I need the axles, they can go to my Jeep. And then that NV4500 I can use because I've got a buddy with a bell housing for an NV4500 to Cummins, so that guy will work on a 4BT, a 12 valve, and a 24 valve. So yeah, if I can kill you know, 2 birds with 1 stone, I would be freaking stoked. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna shut up because I keep rambling my mouth and chattering you guys' ears off. So thank you again for watching. I am so stoked. I am so excited to finally get the CA run in here and it come to life, and I hope you guys are too. I will see you guys in the next uploads. Thank you so much again for watching, and I appreciate y'all's patience. I'll see you in the next upload. Later. Oh! Oh!